Hi, hello everybody. So I'm happy that you have joined me today. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you enjoyed your winter holidays and now you're relaxed and you are ready to continue your English ЗНО preparation. And today is our webinar number 11 and we will talk about health. Also, we will discuss some reading tasks and we will speak about some tips which will help you complete your reading tasks successfully at your exam. And of course, we'll practice with you. So let's start with some reading. And so I'm sure that now you know which part of the reading section you have at the test, but let's look at them one more time. So in this section, we have 4 tasks, and overall, we have 22 questions. So reading, that is the second section of your exam. So first of all, we start with listening, and then after it, we have the reading part. So it consists of 4 tasks. So task number 4, that is the first task in this section, that is the matching task. And usually it looks like this. So you will see 5 advertisements or 5 very, very short texts, and you will need to choose what each advertisement or each text is about. Then the next task in the reading section, that is a multiple choice task. So you will have a big text, usually it's rather big and it's rather difficult, and you will have 5 questions with 4 options. So for each question section, you will have 4 answers, A, B, C, and D. So your task will be to choose the correct one. Then you will have one more matching task, but it will be more complex and usually it's more difficult than the first one. So now you will have 6 texts. So they can be 6 separate small texts, or it can be one text divided into 6 parts. And you will need to choose which text is about, and you will see some options. And the last task is fill in the gaps. So this task is usually considered to be the most difficult in the reading section, because here, so you need to pay attention to grammar and also to the meaning, to the information in the text. And today we will discuss with you task number 6. So we will talk about the second matching task. And please be very, very careful, because in this task you will have 6 texts, but you will have 8 options. So 2 options are extra, 2 options you don't need. Сьогодні поговоримо про 6-те завдання – matching, на співставлення тексту та інформації. І пам'ятаємо, що в цій секції, в 6-му завданні, в нас 6 текстів або 6 абзаців текстів, але в нас 8 варіантів відповідей. Тобто 2 варіанти ми відкидаємо, вони нам не потрібні. So let's practice with you. But before we start, let's look at some tips which can help you. So first of all, read the questions to see what information you should find in the text and be attentive to the details. Тобто спершу ми читаємо питання. Я рекомендую прочитати питання одразу. Це допоможе зрозуміти, на що в тексті вам потрібно звертати увагу. Також будьте дуже-дуже уважними до деталей. Звертайте увагу на всі слова в питаннях, тому що всі слова важливі. Також звертайте увагу на суфікси, префікси і частку not. Це може змінити значення варіанту відповіді повністю. So tip number 2, while reading, choose the best option and cross it from the list. Be careful, you may find words or phrases from a text in a question, but this does not mean that it is the correct answer. So be very careful with synonyms and paraphrases. So look for the synonyms, look for the antonyms, look for some paraphrases. Because if you see, so in the answers, in the options, the same words as in the text, it doesn't mean that that is the right answer. So it might be tricky, so please be very, very careful with the synonyms. Звертаємо увагу на перефрази і синоніми, як завжди ми про це говоримо. Якщо ви бачите у відповіді такі самі слова, як в тексті, це не означає, що це правильна відповідь, нас можуть заплутувати таким чином. And after you have completed the task, check the remaining sentences and make sure they do not match any of the text. So here we will have 2 extra options, 2 answers which we don't need to use. So make sure that really they don't suit any of the text. So read them again after you have completed the task and make sure that there is no text about it. І після того, як ви виконали всі завдання, у вас залишилось 2 відповіді, які ви не використали. Так і має бути, але перечитайте їх ще раз і перевірте, чи дійсно ні в якому тексті нема такої інформації. So it will help you understand that all the other answers are correct. So let's start with some practice. And so we will do a task from the ЗНО-2021. So here you will see 6 texts. On this slide you can see first 2 parts of it. So you can see questions 27 and 28. So your task will be to read the text and to choose the correct option. So these texts are about Facebook applications for teens, and your task is to match which app, which application is, so with which application you can do the following things. So now please, first of all, read the options, read the answers first. So first of all, let's read the answers. Okay, when you are ready with the answers, please read text 27 and try to find some keywords and try to match with one of the options. So when you are ready, please put your answers to the chat. I will give you 30 seconds for it. I'm waiting for your answers and then we'll discuss why. So I can see 2 options, C or D. Okay, so let's give you 5 more seconds and then we'll discuss. Okay, good. So, and here the answer is D. So the answer is D, you were right. And so first of all, let's look why. So let's read the answer. It says that it lets others access your favorites. So in this context, your favorite music. So let's find this information in the text. It says, so you can use it to share your entire iTunes library with your Facebook friends. So here you have got the word share, which means ділитися, and you have the word share in C. But in C, you have share your plans with the friends. But in the text, you have nothing about plans. So in the text, it tells us about music. So it's not C, because yes, you can share something, but there is nothing about plans. Yeah, so be very attentive while reading the answers, because here you have the word plans and you have nothing about plans in the text. So the answer is D here. Good. So let's do number 28. I'll give you 15 seconds and waiting for your answers. And if you know the answer, you can also put to the chat some keywords. So keywords which helped you. Okay, so I'm waiting for your answers. Number 28. Okay, I can see F. A lot of people say F, and that is right. So 28, that is F. Yes, and I can see some keywords. Really, I can see the right answer in the chat. Good, so well done. Because in the text it says you can team up with your friends. And in the answer it says create something collectively. Створити щось разом. And in the text we see team up. So team up, it means to do something collectively. Design and team up. Yes, wonderful. Okay, thank you so much. Now let's move on. And we have texts 29 and 30. So they are very, very short. So I'll give you 10 seconds only. Okay, so I already can see some answers for 30. It's for 29, for 21. Okay, good. So let's discuss it. Yes, really, you are right. That is G. So it says discover unexpected ties of your fellows. So first of all, so the answer is a bit difficult because you can see some difficult words here. Ties, it means зв'язки. Discover unexpected ties. Дізнайся про неочікувані зв'язки твоїх друзів або твоїх знайомих. And in the text, we have so if you find out how your friends are connected, it may surprise you. So surprise, it means that it is unexpected. So that is a paraphrase. So G is the right answer here. Good. And 30. Okay, let's discuss 30 because I see the answers already. And that is H, of course. And the keywords are it sharpens your mind. So if it sharpens your mind, it means that you train your brain. Yeah, so brain and mind are synonyms in this case. So again, synonyms help us. And 31 and 32. And we have only 4 options left. So let's start with 31. Okay, you're so fast. Good. I see the answers. I see a lot of correct answers. Good. So 31, that is E. So let's read E. It says you can contribute to saving nature. Тобто можна зробити внесок в збереження природи, допомогти зберегти природу. Yeah, and in the text, actually, everywhere in the text, you can see some information about some sea creatures, oceans, plants, etc. And also it says, each time you send a sea creature to a friend, the company that designed the app donates money to some charity organizations that help to protect oceans and beaches worldwide. So that is really E. And 32, that is B, you're correct. So it says that you can upgrade the existing application. Upgrade, it means to оновити або покращити існуючий додаток. And here it says, take your Facebook wall to a new level. So if you take it to a new level, it means that you upgraded. So take to a new level якраз і означає покращити, вивести на новий рівень. Good. So, and we have 2 options left. So let's read them and let's make sure that we had no information about it in the text. So we have C, share your plans with your friends. Yeah, and we've discussed with you that so it's very easy to make a mistake and to choose it for the first text, for number 27, but in the text you don't have any information about the plans. So C is not suitable. And we have A, record your own song, and we didn't have any information about that. So we had some information about the music in the first text in 27, yeah, but it wasn't about recording your own song. Там не було інформації про саме запис своєї пісні. So A is not suitable, the same as C. Good. So let's do one more task. So we'll have a lot of reading with you today. And this task will be a little bit more difficult. So you can scan the QR code which you see on this slide to see the full text and to see the full task. Because with you, we'll do only 3 parts. So we won't do the whole task, but we'll do only 3 of them. But if you want, you can complete the task. So when you have some free time after the webinar, it will be good practice for you. So if you want to see the full text, please scan the QR code. And let's go on. So first of all, even before you see the text, let's read the answers. So I will give you some time to read the answers. And then I will show you the text. And the text, so the text itself will be about health. So some things that help us be healthy. Good, I hope you are ready. And let's see the first text. So it will be about massage. So please read the text and choose the option which you think is correct. Put your answers to the chat and also put some keywords. I can see some answers. Also, you can put the keywords which helped you understand that it's the right answer. Yeah, so be careful with the QR code because it has the answers. So don't scroll down, don't look at the answers. It is just for you. So if you decide to do this task after the webinar, so you can see the answers, but please be careful. Yeah, because really it have some spoilers. But the numbers of the text are different than in the answers. So one, let's discuss the first one. So one, that is C. Number 1 is C. So let's read the option. It says uses a unique technique. Unique – унікальний, використовує унікальну техніку. And in the text, it says a system that is very different from other types of massage. So if it is very different from all the other types, then it is unique. Тут говориться про те, що ця техніка дуже відрізняється від всіх інших технік, що робить її унікальною, як говориться в відповіді. Also, some people have chosen E, yeah, links exercise to happiness, but we don't have here any information about the exercise. Yeah, it says that you actively participate in the process, but it's not exercise. Але це не вправи, які ви робите самостійно. Да? Це робляться над вами. So we can't say that it is exercise. And also we have no information about happiness here, only about stress, but yeah, it doesn't say anything about happiness. Okay, let's look at number 2. So again, waiting for your answers, waiting for the key words or key sentences. So actually, number two is rather easy because you can see like the answer in the name of the text itself, but so still waiting for your answers. And be very, very careful. So if you see the same word in the text and in the answer, it doesn't mean that it's the correct option. And yes, the correct option is G, focuses on family time. So first of all, you have work-life balance as the name of the text, and work-life balance actually it means the balance between your work life and your family. So we understand that it's about private life, about family. Also in the text, we see such words as children. So many people leave work early to pick up their children. Also, you can see the words like mothers and children again. So it makes us understand that it's about family. And so some people say that that is F. So it is well known in other countries. Цей метод добре відомий в інших країнах. Yes, we have the word country in the text, yes, but we don't have any information about other countries. So it's only about Denmark. Але тут не говориться про інші країни. Дійсно, тут є слово country, так само, як у відповіді F, але в нас немає інформації про інші країни. Тобто, тут ми говоримо лише про Данію. And number 3. Oh, it's about Ukraine and some Ukrainian methods. Pick up children, it means so when your children go to school or to kindergarten, so you take them home after their studies. Pick up – забирати дітей, забирати зі школи, з садочка. So I hope you understand what is steam bath from the text. So steam bath, it means лазня, баня. And if you choose the answer, also find some keywords. Yeah, you can't just read the text and just say, okay, I think that is answer, I don't know, let it be A, yeah? But you need to find some keywords, you need to find some sentences which prove your answer. So now, if you are ready, please look at the text and also find some keywords, some parts of the text which give this answer. So we've got two answers, A and D. And the correct answer is A here. So it might require courage. So again, some difficult words in the question. So in the answer itself. And require, it means потребувати, courage, it's like when you are brave. So that is courage. Сміливість. Тобто, який метод потребує від вас бути сміливим. And in the text, we see this part. So it's for the truly brave. So it's for the brave people. And brave, it means that you have courage. Brave, that is the synonym. Brave – це сміливий, да, це якраз синонім до слова courageous, courage, тобто той, хто має сміливість. And also a lot of people have chosen D, helps people to live longer. Again, it says that you can improve your health, but it doesn't say that it can help you live longer. Тут говориться про те, що ми можемо покращити здоров'я, це дуже добре і для здоров'я, і для шкіри, і так далі, але тут не говориться про те, що це допоможе жити довше. Я погоджуюсь з тим, що це пов'язані речі, але якщо в тексті не говориться цього прямо, значить ми не додумуємо і обов'язково шукаємо слова, які підтверджують нашу відповідь. Будь ласка, запам'ятайте і завжди це робіть. Завжди, коли ви обираєте відповідь, підкресліть, обведіть або просто знайдіть слова в тексті, які підтверджують вашу відповідь. Це може бути слово, може бути фраза, може бути речення в тексті, може бути багато слів в тексті в різних його частинах. Але, будь ласка, обов'язково це робіть. So, let's sum up. And if you want to do like the complete task, you can again then open the QR code and do it when you have some time. And so let's sum up some useful tips which can help you prepare for your reading section. So first of all, read a lot. And when you read, try to figure out the idea, so the main idea of what you are reading. While you are reading, underline some keywords. Find and analyze the evidence in the text. And try to explain what options are wrong and why. І підсумуємо деякі поради, які допоможуть підготуватись і допоможуть успішно скласти завдання в секції читання. По-перше, багато читайте, щоб підготуватись. Тут немає іншого варіанту, вам потрібно читати, запам'ятовувати нові слова, вчити нові слова одразу з синонімами, ми про це вже говорили неодноразово. Також, коли ви читаєте, коли ви тренуєтесь, готуєтесь, ви прочитали абзац, спробуйте зрозуміти, яка основна ідея. Тому що в секції читання нам якраз потрібно вміти зрозуміти ідею. Тому коли читаєте, зупиняйтесь час від часу і думайте, про що був цей текст, про що тут говориться. Коли ви виконуєте завдання, завжди підкреслюйте ключові слова і знаходьте підтвердження ваших відповідей в тексті. Шукайте синоніми, шукайте перефрази, підкреслюйте їх. І це допоможе вам зрозуміти, що ваша відповідь дійсно правильна, а ви не додумуєте. І також, якщо в нас є якісь extra answers, якісь відповіді, які нам не потрібно використовувати, зайві, то тоді прочитайте їх ще раз і спробуйте пояснити собі, чому вони невірні. Можливо, вони частково підходять до якогось тексту, але є якась частина, яка не відповідає. Можливо, зовсім такої інформації нема, але завжди звертайте увагу на них. Okay. And so the last text, let's look at it again. So it was about health, about some methods which can help you stay healthy and be happier. And you can see four highlighted phrases, four words or phrases in bold. So please pay attention to them. Зверніть увагу зараз на ті слова, які виділені жирним. So we've got practitioners, hospital treatment, exercise, and a visit to the doctor. So please look at them. You can also take a photo or a screenshot because we will need these phrases and these words when we continue our discussion. Так, я бачу, що є питання саме по підготовці до ЗНО. Давайте ми їх залишимо на кінець. Я з вами поділюся ще деякими матеріалами, які вам допоможуть, і тоді ви зможете задати питання саме загалом по підготовці, щоб ми не відволікались. Запам'ятайте їх обов'язково і задайте вже в кінці. Good. So now let's look at the pictures and please try to find the highlighted, the bold words in the text which suit the pictures. So what about the first one? Which word from the text can we use to describe what is happening here? So that is really, really simple. And surely that is exercise. So exercise, it means like some gymnastics, exercise. And we can say that exercise can be vigorous. Vigorous exercise, it means energetic. Exercise вправи, training, also we can say training. Or exercise, вправи, vigorous exercises, енергійні вправи, тобто які змушують вас рухатись. So number 2, surely, that is a visit to the doctor, or we can say a checkup. So checkup, that is a synonym. So when you learn some new words or some new phrases, also pay attention to some synonyms. So checkup, that is a synonym. Number 3, so what do we call these people? Yeah, surely we can say that they are doctors, maybe some of them are nurses, but there is one more word. And we can say that they are medical practitioners. So we can say doctors or medical practitioners. And in the text, you had massage practitioners. So practitioners are people who are connected to the medicine, to the medical system, and that help people stay healthy. Yeah, so also we can say staff, hospital staff, but please pay attention that if you mean staff, like people who work in a particular place, you would spell it with A. Якщо staff як персонал, тоді з A. Spelling. Good? And 4, that is hospital treatment. Yeah? Hospital treatment, лікування в лікарні. Good. So let's go on and let's look at some phrases which can be helpful for you when you complete your reading tasks or your use of English tasks. So all these phrases are connected to health, and your task will be to match the beginning and the ending of this phrase. So let's start with the first one, that is abdominal. There are a lot of difficult words here, so I'll help you with them. But first of all, please try to do it yourself. So let's start with number 1. Please put your answers to the chat. And when you put your answers to the chat, also put the number. Почнемо з abdominal. Спробуйте знайти правильне продовження цієї фрази і чекаю на ваші відповіді в чаті, але, будь ласка, обов'язково ставте цифру. Без цифр мені буде дуже важко зрозуміти, до якого номера це відноситься. So I know that the word abdominal is really, really difficult. Yes. But, yeah, I can see the right answer. That is pain, abdominal pain. Abdominal, it means в животі. Abdominal pain, біль в животі. So we can say stomach ache, але stomach ache, it's more about your stomach, про шлунок. Саме біль в шлунку – це stomach ache. А abdominal pain може бути там будь-який біль в області, в районі вашого живота. So number 2, what can be high? And please pay attention to number 2 and 3, because in 2 we have high, and in 3 we have high and low. So for number 2, you need to use the word before which we can't use low. Blood pressure. It can be low, it can be high, or it can be low. But for number 2, we need only like something that can't be low, that can be only high. And that will be A. Right, high fever. So fever, it's лихоманка, жар. So high fever, it means very, very high temperature. So we can say slight fever. Slight fever, it's when you have 37.1 or 37. And high fever, it's when you have 39, like 40 degrees. Дуже висока температура. А ми можемо сказати просто fever. Це також буде означати висока температура, але high fever підсилює, означає прям дуже-дуже висока. And in number 3, yeah, so we've discussed it, that's really easy, you know the answer now. So that is high-low blood pressure. Blood pressure – кров'яний тиск. Він може бути високим, може бути низьким. Itchy. Itchy, it means той, що свербить. And itch, it's свербіж. So what can be itchy? Right. Okay, that is rash. So please pay attention, be careful with the spelling, because we spell it with A, not U, so it's not rash, but rash. And rash, it means висип. So itchy rash, сверблячий висип. So for example, when you have some allergy, so you can have some itchy rash. Number 5, that is splitting. Splitting, it's like very, very strong. Right, so that is splitting headache. So splitting headache, it means very, very strong headache. But like, yes, we can say strong headache, but it's better to say splitting headache. So very, very bad headache. In Ukrainian, we can say голова розколюється. So that is the meaning of the word splitting. Then sudden. Sudden, it means unexpected. Раптовий. Agree. Yeah, we can say sudden weight loss. Please pay attention. Weight. So weight with letter T, it means it's a noun. It means вага, втрата ваги. But if you have no T in the end, if you just say weigh, it will be a verb. Буде дієслово тоді без букви T в кінці зважувати. Дуже уважно. Sudden, тобто раптова втрата ваги. Also we can say sudden pain. Yeah, but we have used pain for another phrase. So 7, that is tonsils, swollen tonsils. So tonsils, they are мигдалини. So in your throat, you have them here. And swollen, it means запалення. Тобто запалене горло. And 8, yeah, that is the last one, upset stomach. So it doesn't mean that the stomach is sad, but it means that you have a stomachache or you feel sick. So we can say upset stomach in this case. Upset stomach, розлад шлунку. So when you eat some bad food, your stomach can be upset. So you can take a photo or you can take a screenshot of these phrases because we will need them when we practice. And let's do it. Let's practice with you. So look at number 1. So read the sentence and choose the correct answer. But please be very, very careful with the spelling. So we pay attention to the spelling, to the grammar, to everything. Yes, that is A. Yeah. Sudden weight loss. So we need letter T because it's a noun. Тут іменник, тому буква T потрібна. Weight loss. Sudden weight loss. B нам не підходить, тому що в даному випадку weigh, якщо без букви T в кінці, це дієслово зважувати. Да? Тут нам потрібен іменник. Good. Number 2. Yes, of course, there is splitting headache. So please remember that it's not splitted, but it's splitting. So you remember that we use adjectives with ed ending when we speak about our emotions, our feelings, and we use adjectives with ing ending when we describe something. So that is splitting headache. And number 3. Yeah, easy. That is upset stomach. And it's really easy because you have N. Yes, you have N, so it means that you need to start the next word with a vowel. Якщо в нас артикль N, значить наступне слово точно буде з голосного починатись, і в нас є фраза upset stomach. Good. Some more practice. Number 4. So that is B. Yes. Itchy rash. Сверблячий висип. Okay, number 5. Five, that is C. Yes, low blood pressure. Because we have here dropped, the word dropped, so it means падати, become lower. So if it dropped, then we speak about low blood pressure. Good. Number 6. That is high fever, yeah, because like 39 and above. So we can say slight fever. Також можна сказати slight fever. Не велика, не дуже висока температура. But it's about like 37, 37.5 degrees, etc. But here it's about high fever. Good. So let's look at some suffixes, some prefixes, and like the word formation. Again, some words connected to health, and let's look at the first one. So we have the noun exhaustion. So it means виснаження. Also, we can use a verb exhaust, виснажувати, and we have an adverb exhaustingly, виснажливо. So what will be an adjective? And we have two options. So which adjectives we can form with the same root? Які можуть бути два однокорінні прикметники? Yes, you say exhausted, and also we can say exhausting. So something can be exhausting, like for example, a lesson or exercise or some sport games can be exhausting, and you can feel exhausted. Good. So then the next one is health, здоров'я. Adjectives can be healthy or unhealthy, здоровий, нездоровий. And what is an adverb? The verb heal, okay, it might be. It's not like the same word family, but yeah, it's a good verb to know. Yes, of course. So adverb that is healthily or unhealthily. Also, be careful with the spelling. So healthy, unhealthy. You can see Y in the end, but when we add ly, when we make an adverb, we change Y into I. So it will be healthily, unhealthily with I-L-Y. So number 5, it will be like this word line here. And we have adjectives nutritious and nutritional. So it means ситний, поживний. And what will be the noun? And the noun is nutrition, right? It means харчування. Ваша дієта в значенні харчування. Then regular, irregular, they are adjectives, and adverbs are so that is easy, it's not tricky at all. We just add ly and that's it. Yes, yeah, right. That is regularly and irregularly. Good. So nothing special here, nothing difficult, nothing changes. Then treatment. So treatment, it's лікування. We can say treat, лікувати. And so any ideas what adjectives can be used here? So it's a bit more challenging, but let's think. Maybe you know some of them. Yeah, please pay attention when you have like 3 small lines, коли у вас стоять 3 такі рисочки в якійсь лінії, це означає, що тут нема такого слова, да? Наприклад, healthy, у нас нема дієслова з таким самим коренем, з коренем health. Да? У нас є noun, іменник, у нас є adjective, прикметник and adverb, прислівник. Але дієслова нема. Тобто, якщо ви бачите 3 рисочки, значить там не буде однокорінного слова. You say number 8, treated. Yes, possible. Treatment, that is noun. Цей іменник буде. Or we can say treated or untreated. So treated – пролікований, untreated – не пролікований. Да, якась хвороба, якась проблема, яку ви не лікували. So it is untreated. Treating – лікуючий, possible. Yeah, we can use it to talk about a doctor, maybe. It's not commonly used, but it's possible, yes. Or we can also say treatable. So treatable, it is something that can be treated. Treatable – те, що можна вилікувати. For example, if an illness is treatable, it means that it is possible to treat this illness, to treat this problem. Good. So we can see next, that is verb recover, одужувати, and noun, that is recovery, одужання. And the last one, that is stress. Stress, that is also a verb, so a noun and a verb are the same. And what is adjective? Actually, there are like a lot of possible options here, but the most common one are stressful and stressed. Yeah, stressful, stressed. Usually we don't say stressing, we say stressful. Good. Again, as always, you can make a QR code or you can take a photo. I'm sorry, no QR code here. You can take a screenshot or you can take a photo. And let's move on. So let's practice. You can see a small text. It's all about having the flu. So I hope you know that flu, it's грип. And let's complete the text with the words which you can see here. So again, let's read not the whole text, but let's read part by part, like sentence by sentence, and we'll do it together. So we'll discuss all the answers. So first of all, read the sentence before the first gap. Yes, of course, that is stressful. So we pay attention to some grammar as well. So we have got here a noun. Yeah, we have got an article, so we need to use an adjective here. Ми знаємо, що коли в нас йде артикль, пропуск, іменник, без варіантів нам потрібен прикметник лише. So that is stressful. And that is logical, that is suitable in this gap. Good. Let's move on. So, and a feeling of, and here we need a noun, yeah, because we have a preposition before it, and that will be exhaustion. Пам'ятаємо, що після прийменників ми використовуємо іменник. So, exhaustion, that is the right answer. Втома, виснаження. Good. So, if someone who is usually fit and person. Fit and healthy. Good. So fit and healthy, they are actually synonyms, but often they are used together. So they are often used in a phrase. We can say fit and healthy, healthy and fit. Ці слова синоніми, в принципі, мають однакове значення, але часто використовуються разом. Ми можемо сказати, використати як сталий вираз. Fit and healthy. Good. Number 4. That is treatment. Yes. Лікування. An effective treatment. Then number 5. Wash your hands with soap and water. How? Мити руки з милом та водою. Як? Of course, regularly. Yes. So pay attention that we need an adverb in this gap. Yeah, we can't say regular, we need to say regularly. Тут якраз нам потрібен прислівник, да, тому що мити руки як? Regularly. So then you can eat some nutritious food, nutritious – поживний. Yeah, and number 7, that is really easy because no other options are left. That is recovery. That is a very, very good phrase. So please remember, it's speedy recovery. It means fast recovery or quick recovery. Speedy recovery – дуже хороша фраза, це означає швидке одужання. Запам'ятайте, що дуже гарно можна вжити саме слово speedy з recovery. Good? Let's go on. So look at these 2 pictures and so put your ideas to the chat. Which words we can use to fill in the gaps? So they are not the words from the previous slides. You can just use any words which you think are suitable in these gaps. And we will have 2 different words. One word for number 1, another word for number 2. So your ideas, which words we can use in these gaps? Yes, okay, nice. We can use pain in the first sentence and we can use ache in the second one. Yeah, also you say, yeah, we can say split and headache for number 2. So here it says a terrible headache. Impossible, we can say a terrible headache or a split and headache. And so you can say 2 words, pain and ache. And the translation will be the same. So they will be translated as bil. But what is the difference between them? What is the difference in the meaning? So first of all, let's look at ache, yeah, because it's a bit easier, it's commonly used. So ache, it means that it's not really strong, it is continuous, and you can ignore it. So if you have a headache, for example, even if you have a terrible headache, you can continue, you can ignore it for some time, you can continue doing something, you can go to school even. So it is possible to ignore for some time. Тобто, коли ми говоримо ache, це біль, який часто продовжуваний, і його можна терпіти. Тобто, якщо у вас headache, головний біль, ви можете продовжувати займатися своїми справами, принаймні деякий час, тобто ви можете терпіти цей біль. But if we say pain, usually we mean like more sudden, something more sudden and something strong which you can't ignore. So, for example, if you have a sudden pain so he had some sudden pain in her leg, so she couldn't ignore it. She couldn't walk, she couldn't go to work, she couldn't continue doing what she was doing. Коли використовуємо pain, часто ми говоримо зазвичай про біль, який ми не можемо терпіти, часто він раптовий саме, і ми не можемо продовжувати займатися іншими справами. Нам потрібно владнати цю проблему. And some phrases. So with pain, we can use to have, feel, or suffer from a pain. So we can say to have a pain, to feel pain, or to suffer from a pain. Pay attention to the article, suffer from a pain. Feel a pain, to have a pain. And also, it can be a verb. So it can be a noun or it can be a verb. Може бути іменником або дієсловом. It's not commonly used as a verb, but it is possible. Не дуже часто вживається як дієслово, але це можливо. For example, yeah, you can see the sentence, nothing pains like the truth. So pain here is a verb, but be careful because it is a state verb, so we can't use it in continuous tenses. Pain може бути дієсловом, але ніколи не використовуємо в continuous, тому що це статичне дієслово. Then, when we use ache, usually we speak about some body part, like headache, backache, toothache. Часто з ache ми вживаємо якраз якусь частину тіла. Also, we can say stomach ache, backache, etc. And ache also can be a verb. Також може бути дієсловом. And it can be both. It can be used both in simple and in continuous tenses. Може бути, це не статичне дієслово, тому можемо використовувати в будь-яких часах граматичних. Pain – це боліти. Pain – це саме боліти, не ранити. Nothing pains like the truth. Нічого так не не робить так боляче, як правда. Ніщо не змушує нас відчувати біль. Here, to cause some unhappiness, to make somebody happy. Вибачаюсь, ні, це може, також може використовуватись як ранити. Ранити, боліти, тобто причиняти біль. Yes, you are right. Good. And also there is a phrase, aches and pains. Aches and pains. Ранили можна сказати injure or hurt. Hurt somebody. Okay, and also there is a phrase aches and pains. So aches and pains, so these words can be used together. For example, when we speak about old people, we can say that they have aches and pains, тобто різні види болю, різні болі. Болить то тут, то там. So then we can use aches and pains. And one more. So we can say that in this picture, the person feels ache or pain in his or her leg, or we can say that my leg hurts. So one more word, that is hurt, and it can be a verb or it can be an adjective. If you use it as a verb, it's an irregular verb, and that is, so all three forms are the same. It will be hurt, hurt, hurt. Неправильне дієслово, три форми однакові. So that is the same. We can say my ankle hurt, or I have a pain, or I have an ache in my ankle. And also it can be used to mean injury. Також може використовуватись якраз в значенні поранити. So some sentences here. Don't play with that knife, you could hurt yourself. Or he was badly hurt in the car accident. Тобто не грай з ножем, ти можеш поранитись. Або він був поранений в аварії. So here in the second sentence, hurt is an adjective. Тобто в першому реченні hurt – це дієслово, hurt yourself, or hurt somebody, поранити когось. А в другому реченні це буде прикметник. He was badly hurt. Він був поранений. And we use hurt as a verb. So when we speak about, so when something or somebody caused this problem. Використовуємо hurt, коли щось ззовні спричинило цю проблему. Наприклад, knife. You can hurt yourself with a knife. Можна поранитись ножем, або хтось інший може поранити. And also some more words, and we'll discuss the difference between them. So here in the first sentence, we can say, I think I'm going to be sick. And in the second, we can say, I've been feeling ill since I woke up this morning. So let's talk about the difference between sick and ill. So first of all, when we speak about American English, usually there is no difference. In American English, we can use sick and ill as synonyms. В американській англійській sick and ill можуть використовуватись як синоніми і означає хворіти, погано почуватись. But in British English, we use sick in the meaning, so you're going to vomit, when something smells bad or when you have eaten some bad food. Тобто в британській англійській sick використовується в значенні нудити. Хтось відчуває нудоту. Yes? And ill in British English normally used like in more general meaning, so it means that you feel not well. А ill використовується в британській англійській в значенні хворіти. Бути хворим, погано почуватись. And some phrases. So we can say to be sick or to be ill, to become sick or ill, to feel sick or ill, to look or seem sick or ill. Also, we can say to get sick. We can't say to get ill, but we can say to get sick. And also, there are two phrases. In British English, we can say to be off sick, взяти лікарняний, бути на лікарняному. And in American English, we would say be out sick. And an example here. I've been off sick for 10 days. Тобто я на лікарняному 10 днів. But please be very, very careful. So we can use ill and sick as adjectives, but if we have a noun after them, so if a noun follows, then we can't use ill. Тобто самі по собі, наприклад, в американській англійській ill and sick можуть використовуватись як синоніми, але якщо далі йде іменник, якщо після цього слова йде іменник, ми не використовуємо ill. Перед іменником ми використовуємо sick. So that is both about British and about American English. And some practice, so let's do it really, really fast. So first of all, you can see some highlighted words, highlighted phrases in the text. So we will look at them and we'll discuss them very, very shortly. And then you will complete the gaps with the words which you can see on the top. So first of all, let's look at the highlighted phrases. At the doctor's, у лікаря, на прийомі у лікаря, fall ill. So here is fall, past form fell. Fall ill – захворіти. Runny nose. Нежить. Splitting headache. You know. Сильний головний біль. Stay in bed. Залишатись в ліжку. Take temperature. Міряти температуру. Blood pressure. Тиск. Кров'яний тиск. Gargle. Gargle, it means полоскати горло. And gargle medicine – ліки для того, щоб полоскати горло. And follow instructions – дотримуватись інструкцій, які дає, наприклад, лікар. And now, yes, I can see the answer for one. That is C, sore throat. Біль в горлі. Okay, good. So let's read the sentence before the second gap. And let's try to find the correct word on the top. Okay, 2. That is F. My whole body was aching. Все тіло боліло. Good. Then number 3. It's a bit difficult, but it's a nice phrase. And here we'll have fix. My mother fixed me a cup of hot tea. Fix somebody a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, it means to make a cup of tea for somebody. So also one more phrase to remember. Fix somebody a cup of tea. Then stay. My mother told me to stay in bed and called the doctor. Викликала лікаря. Good. So he put on his white. And in 5, we'll have his white gown. So gown, it means одяг, костюм, халат в даному випадку, white gown. The doctor asked me to the waist. In number 6, we need роздягнутись. And that will be strip. Strip to the waist, роздягнутись до пояса. Then number 7. The doctor took my and temperature. So what we can take? Took my, right, that is pulse. Поміряв пульс і температуру. Took my pulse and temperature. And 8, my blood pressure. So what can we do with the blood pressure? We can take pulse, we can take temperature. Yes, but we can measure blood pressure. Please remember, take temperature, take pulse, but measure blood pressure. Number 9. It was the light case of flu. Yes, right, that is easy. Flu, грип. Then he wrote a prescribed, prescription, рецепт, тобто виписав. Він виписав мені якісь ліки. Then 11. And in 11 we have recommended, yeah, so that is easy, and we have only one word left, so it will be I fully recovered, повністю одужав. Good. And we have like very short time left, so I will just show you the slide. So it's about the difference between recover, heal, cure, and treat. We'll discuss it very shortly, and then I will show you the task which you can take a photo of, and you can do it when you have some free time. So all these words can mean лікувати. Всі ці дієслова означають лікувати, можуть перекладатись однаково. Вони пов'язані з процесом одужання, але є різниця в значенні. Давайте швиденько продивимось. And we'll remember it. So we can use treat for given medical aid. So that is the process of helping people. Можемо використовувати treat в значенні лікувати, тобто це сам процес лікування. Then we can use heal. Heal – it's заживати. So it's used for injuries, wounds, which get better naturally by body's own processes. Тобто це не коли вас лікують, а коли щось саме заживає, загоюється. Then cure. So cure, it's when medicine completely eliminates the disease and restores the person to health. Cure – це коли, наприклад, ліки або лікування повністю виліковують людину. Тобто treat – це процес лікування, а cure – це більше результат. Це коли щось повністю можна вилікувати. And the last one, that is recover. So recover, it means одужати. So now you can take a photo of this task. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to complete it, but you can take a photo and you can do it at home when you have some free time. Okay, you can take a photo. Now you can take a photo of the answers, but please don't look at the answers when you do the task. Yeah, so do it first and then take one more photo and look at the answers. Good. And I promised to share some resources with you. So you can scan this QR code and you can see some resources to improve your reading, writing, grammar and vocabulary skills. Дуже хороший ресурс, можете перейти за цим QR-кодом і ви потрапите на сайт, який допоможе вам потренувати reading, writing, grammar, vocabulary. Там є завдання різних секцій, підходить і для рівнів B1 і B2. І якраз деякі завдання reading дуже схожі на ЗНО. Тобто дуже корисний ресурс, збережіть собі це посилання і готуйтесь до ЗНО, там можна одразу подивити свої відповіді, перевірити себе, дуже-дуже корисний сайт. And now some tricky questions. So, please put your answers, yes or no. Do you need to check extra options in reading? Чи потрібно потім перечитувати відповіді, які в нас були зайвими в reading, які ми не використали? Yes, of course. Okay, завжди перевіряйте зайві відповіді, перевіряйте, чи дійсно вони ні до чого не підходять. Next. Is it a bad idea to translate every word in reading? Yes, you don't need to translate every word. Нам не потрібно перекладати кожне слово, нам потрібно зрозуміти основну суть. Number 3. Is ache usually sharp and sudden? No, because ache it's continuous. Ache – продовжуваний біль, не такий сильний, а pain – це якраз sharp and sudden. Then number 4, can all diseases be treated and cured? And number 4, that is an interesting question. The answer is no, because not all diseases can be cured. Не всі Не всі хвороби можуть бути cured, можуть бути вилікувані повністю, тому що cure якраз означає повністю вилікувати. And number 5. It is possible to use both sick and ill before a noun. Тобто перед іменником ми можемо використати і sick, і ill. And of course, no, yes, because before a noun we can use only sick, so we don't use ill before a noun. We can say my friend is ill, but we can't say an ill friend. We say a sick friend. Good. So thank you very much for your active work today. So if you have any questions very quickly, you can put them to the chat. I will take like 1-2 minutes to answer them. And you can be free. So have a nice evening. And if you have any questions, just like 30 seconds for you to put them to the chat. Якщо залишились питання, тому що там були в процесі якісь, дуже швиденько, будь ласка, можете зараз задати їх в чаті. Ми витратимо 1-2 хвилинки відповісти на них. Thank you. Було питання про те, щось про вивчення нових слів. Де брати слова, чи можна ще багато вивчити? Звідки брати слова? По-перше, з підручників. Я вам рекомендувала, можете передивитись попередні вебінари, в кінці я рекомендувала підручники, які можна використовувати, наприклад, для самостійної підготовки або для роботи з репетитором. Там дуже багато лексики є. Також можна використати ті ресурси, які от я вам показувала, цей QR-код. Там є вправи на vocabulary, якраз на слова. Можна виписувати слова, вирази з цих вправ. Також, коли ви читаєте, наприклад, якщо ви використовуєте збірник, якусь книжку для підготовки до ЗНО, ви, наприклад, читаєте тексти або ви робите аудіювання, виписуйте нові слова. Запам'ятовуйте їх, дивіться одразу, користуйтесь хорошими словниками, наприклад, Longman чи Cambridge онлайн. Там можна одразу подивитись однокорінні слова, ви побачите, які суфікси, префікси можна використати. А також ви побачите синоніми, тобто вчіть слова одразу з синонімами, одразу з суфіксами, префіксами. Це все можна знайти в словнику. Тобто ресурсів дуже багато. Якщо ви десь бачите нові слова, просто записуйте їх собі, перевіряйте в словнику, пробуйте вживати. Так. Чи можна використати сік у значенні спілкування? Так, можна. Сік можна використовувати стилістично в значенні «мене від когось нудить, мене від чогось нудить». I'm sick of something. Чи можна з рівнем B1 підготуватись за 5 місяців? Добре, це дуже залежить від вас. Залежить від того, як ви будете готуватись. Теоретично так, можливо. Правильний переклад. Google-перекладач – ні. Є з хороших викладачів, також ви можете використовувати Longman, наприклад. В Longman можна, там є English Dictionary, англійська, де ви будете бачити пояснення слів, а можна вибрати, якщо я не помиляюсь, переклад. Тобто подивіться в Longman, мені здається, що там можна дивитись і переклад також. А також перевірте Cambridge Dictionary, також, можливо, там є переклад. А загалом краще не користуватись словниками з перекладом, якщо ваш рівень англійської дозволяє, користуйтесь англійським словником. Okay, let's finish here. So thank you so much for your work. Have a good week and see you next Monday. Bye.